your actions are currently optimized for the results that you're getting. If you want to get different results, if you want to eliminate burnout busy, you have to go about doing your job differently. And here's the thing, this works. Are there other things out there that works? Yes, there are other things out there that work, but this works. Give it a shot.
Leadership DM, Jay Scott's direct message to his team and clients. Learn how anyone like you can become an irreplaceable leader of unstoppable teams. All right, we continue to unpack the multipliers. Last time Jay talked about the cult of autonomy. Today we're going to be taking and unpacking what you can do about it. We're always told bring solutions, not problems, but rarely are we told why. Jay, you got a plan for that?
Well, okay, let's start with the combination of autonomy and collaboration. How do we combine those two things? And that's where the drive model comes in. Okay, so how do we combine autonomy, which is allowing people to be creative with how they solve a problem or come to the table with a solution based on their subject matter expertise or even responsibility, the seat that they're in. Because sometimes we have people in a seat, meaning, hey, the outcomes of this seat are supposed to be X, Y, and Z, that once they got into the seat, find, they don't necessarily have the experience to do all these things, but they're learning, they're growing, they're seeking opportunity, they're challenging themselves, right? They're rising. I'll take that person all day over the person that just wants to check boxes, right? That has years of experience, that knows what they're doing, but doesn't want to engage, doesn't want to collaborate, doesn't want to contribute and uplift the rest of the team, okay? So how do we combine autonomy and collaboration? And that's with the drive model. So it's really simple. I, as the leader, am going to come up with things that I think we can do as a team to improve customer satisfaction, team member satisfaction, and profitability. By the way, even if I'm in a cost center like IT, HR, finance, the PMO, that's ridiculous that it's in a cost center. I'm always looking for those things because those are the only things that we should be working on. More importantly, as my team is coming to me with work, again, I'm going to challenge that. Okay, you're really excited about this and it seems like a good idea, but we're not going to work on it unless we can figure out how it measurably improves one of the three pillars. So we came up with an approach to doing this consistently. It's repetitive. We do it every single time. And once somebody's done it a couple of times, it becomes really easy. It just becomes their operating model. And that is, hey, when we see something, doesn't matter, my team members. And by the way, when my team members see something that can measurably improve the three pillars and they bring it to me, who's the leader?
Team member.
They are, right? If they're driving.
They are. They're leading. They're seeing what's next so we as a team can make what's new. All right. Right. So whoever it is that sees the thing that could be done, that they have that initial moment where they feel it. They're like, their gut's saying it would be good if we did this because it will. And then they have to answer the next question. Okay, cool. My gut is telling me, so maybe there's something to it. I want to put it to the litmus test. How could this measurably improve customer satisfaction, team member satisfaction, or profitability? None at the expense of the other. So we asked them to do is one, clearly define the problem. Here's the problem. It's putting drag on customer satisfaction, team member satisfaction, profitability. Or the problem might be, and I'm just calling it a problem because problems have solutions. How do we solve for improving current state? I see an opportunity to improve current state, as opposed to I see something that's creating drag on those three things, right? So what we want to do is eliminate anything that's creating drag on the three pillars, right? Or take advantage of any opportunity we see to improve one of the three pillars, not at the expense of the other, right? So clearly define that problem. Then go research using the rule of tens. Literally, it's so funny how quickly people will go, you know what? I know how to solve this. This is what I saw on TV, or I read it in a Reddit thread. Somebody wrote it on LinkedIn. This is how you solve this. Here, check it. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's like lazy thinking, right? Cool. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not, but it's obvious, right? Or maybe it's the thing you did last, but the thing you did last is not the same as it is now. There's no way. It's impossible. They could be closely related, but the times have changed. It's a day later. It's 2 weeks later. People are different, right? The political climate is different. The economy is different. There's different people at play today than there was yesterday, right? So cool. Write down your first one. The second one's going to come easy. The third one's going to come easy. Studies show, though, go all the way to 10. And this isn't going to take you more than an hour, but it's worth it. Okay. You're going to go all the way to 10. If it takes you more than an hour, you're not doing it right, especially with AI chatbots.
Right.
And by the way, Don't just take 10 solutions from an AI chatbot. It guesses. It's the cult of the average. All it's doing is aggregating data, but it's fast. Okay. So maybe ask it for 10, but then challenge it. Like, do you think, like, I love ChatGPT, but it'll give you 10 lazy suggestions.
Mhm.
Okay. It absolutely will. So whether it's you coming up with it, whether it's you using a chatbot to make it go fast, whether it's you calling in a thought partner, like, hey, Faith, can you come brainstorm with this with me? I need some help. Go to 10. Rationalize each one. Why is this 8? This is important. Potentially viable solutions. Not like pretending like we're putting it on there to get 10. I'm just going to pretend like this could possibly be a solution.
Like, it's not just 10 questions from the same POV. It's like, ask it and look at it from other perspectives. So if you're working with AI, ask it like, well, how would Nike solve this problem? Or how would you can do it through other brand lenses, or even how would an engineer
other
solve it? Or how would this solve it?
So the idea is really go force yourself to get to 10 potentially viable solutions. The research tells us our brain, the harder it gets, right? All the early ones are easy. We're just throwing what we've done before, what we've seen in the past, right? We have to work really hard to get 6, even harder to get 7, even harder to get 8.
Mhm.
Studies tell us that 9 times out of 10, the best answer is in 6 through 10. So if anybody's thinking this is really hard, I'm going to tell you I get 227 better results than anybody else. Like, right? Challenging myself and my team, we get significantly better outcomes for our customers. So again, that's not a lot of work. It's not hard. Let's focus on the outcome. I'm going to have a good solution. Okay. And more importantly, I've done my diligence. So when I take that solution and I present it to my leader or my stakeholders or my team, and I say, hey, here's the problem. Of the 10, our model research, it means we present 3 viable solutions of the 10, but they're going to be the 3 best solutions out of 10. Okay. I'm going to then pick one. I'm going to take a position. I'm going to say, Faith, Andrew, I think this is the one, right? So drive, define, research, identify. And these 3 steps are also what we call the 1-3-1. 1 clearly defined problem, 3 viable solutions, and then we pick one, the one that we think is the one that the team should go with. We have an opinion. We are leaders, even if we aren't the manager, right? We take a position. It is terrible. It is a terrible blow to the confidence of the stakeholders or the leader when somebody says, and I think we have 3 solutions, but I don't know which one we should go with. Nobody's going to trust you.
Yeah.
Like you're not leading at that point, right? You're like, but I don't know which one to go with because you don't want to step on toes. You don't want to this. You don't want to do this. You've just undermined your credibility completely. No, you did the work. You clearly defined the problem. You did the research, rule of 10s. You chose the top 3 viable ones. You picked one. You set up the meeting. You showed up. State your opinion. I think we should go with this one. All right. Now the fun starts. The leader, the manager, right, or the team, we're going to start asking questions. We're going to challenge it. Now, we're not challenging it for challenging's sake. We're not shutting you down. We're not telling you your idea is terrible. We're trying to get our heads around it. And that's how human beings do that. That's engagement. If people start asking you questions, they're engaged. Gallup, you'd be totally stoked. That's what engagement looks like. You should probably tell people, right? If they all compliment you, oh my God, it's great. It's great. It's a great idea. They don't care.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom Test. Rob Fitzpatrick. Right? If they start complimenting you right away, they want you to go away because they do not understand enough in that moment to tell you this is a good idea unless they engage and start asking questions. So they're going to say, why would you do this? Or why would you suggest that? Or you know what? I haven't seen that as a problem. Have any of you seen that as a problem? Oh, you've seen that as a problem. Have you seen that as a problem? Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe it manifests this way for me, right? We engage and we challenge the idea. All right. And then whoever the decision maker is, right? Ultimately, somebody's got to fund it, right? Somebody's ultimately responsible. They're going to say, I love it. Zoom high five. We're aligned. We're so aligned. We couldn't be more aligned. This is probably the most aligned that anybody could ever be, frankly, on any planet. Anyway, we have alignment. Or I might even say, let's say I'm the ultimate responsible in that challenging, right? I challenged and you went, well, now that you say that, I didn't think about that. But based on that, I would do it this way. We have maybe a refined solution that's not the same solution that we came to together that we both feel good about. Either way, we feel good about it. So that leads from verify, drive, DRI, verify, to E, go execute. We have alignment. I have your back. We're in it together. You were a great leader to me. You brought me the 1-3-1. You followed the drive model, brought me the 1-3-1. We aligned. I had your back. I was a great teammate to you, even if my positional responsibility is that of the leader. And we're going to succeed. And the one time out of 10 that it doesn't work, we failed together, we learn together, we pick each other up and drive on to the next together. What would I say to a listener that heard everything I said and is walking away thinking, saying to themselves, I'm crazy? Here's what I'd say. But I wouldn't say something. I'd ask them a question. I'd ask them to evaluate whether they are happy with their current circumstance and in their lives. Are they happy? Are they thriving? And if so, keep doing what you're doing. We're the architects of our own lives, predominantly, right? And so if you want things to get better, you have to go about doing your job differently. You know, vision drives behavior, behavior drives outcomes. If your vision is, I'm too busy to change my circumstance, I'm sorry, but you are. If your vision is, this sucks, I need to change my circumstance, your actions are currently optimized for the results that you're getting. If you want to get different results, if you want to eliminate burnout busy, you have to go about doing your job differently. And here's the thing, this works. Are there other things out there that works? Yes, there are other things out there that work, but this works. Give it a shot. And by the way, don't do it once and say it doesn't work, because it does. And it probably won't for you the very first time. But just know this, it's not the technique, it's you if it doesn't work the first time, the second time, the third time. And that's okay. Learning something new is difficult. It's frustrating. The first stage of mastery is incompetence. And that feels terrible. Back to how many times have I said it? We chase pleasure and retreat from pain. Don't let the pressure of attempting to master something and it feeling super awkward and uncomfortable at first beat you. Look at that snooze button and say, I'm not going to hit it this time. Master this, right? Download the instructions, because the link to the instructions or the link to the article that tells you how to do this will be in the notes. It's going to be there under the video. Follow it, master it. Your life will get better.
Hey, thanks for watching Leadership DM with Jay Scott. We are just getting started here and we want to multiply our impact. If you dig this episode, please share it with a friend or a colleague. Subscribe or follow for weekly episode drops full of practical principles, tools, and frameworks you need to become an irreplaceable leader of unstoppable teams. Thank you.